Hello. All right, I just got home from the office and I had some, sorry, just propping my phone up on my coffee cup. All right, there were a few questions that came through today, and it seemed to follow the theme of migraines and of headaches. So I want to dig in a little bit on most people understand what they are. We don't need to break down the types and the divisions and when they trigger and all the things. I want to actually talk about other ways to do this. The specific conversations today were around, the question came in as, is there a cure for migraines? And then it was, actually, I know there's not a cure for migraines. So what do people do? And I'm like, they come here. Well, I mean, what are the ratios? What are the stats? How many people do you see? So I just want to kind of break this down on what this is like in our office. And of course, every situation is different. This is not medical advice. I can't really say much until I really know who you are, and then start adjusting you and to be able to see like, hey, what's your body doing? So many people in our office consider us their main, like their first place that they go if there's an issue. And if it's too much, if things aren't getting resolved, then we really partner on like, okay, this is kind of what I see. This is where I think we should go with it. And the majority of migraines, number one, the healing has to start in the spine and the brain. So there are many emotional pieces to migraines. There are many hormonal pieces to migraines. There is a gut component to migraines. There's a stress component to migraines. There's a chemical, there's a food component to some people's migraines. So you can see like how complex this can be. But I want to just kind of bring it back to simple. If your brain and body is not processing everything that you're putting into it, everything that you're thinking, everything that you're eating, everything you're drinking, everything you're saying, where you're working, what home is like, if we're not talking about all that, we're not getting the right information. We're not getting the full picture. So then I come back to the basics and the simple form of we have to make sure the brain is working. We have to make sure that we are staying in somewhat of a regulated state when we live. We have to make sure that the brain and spine have a connection. We have to make sure that we are regulated. Okay? So that needs to happen before we start going down all these other paths. Yeah, your Diet Coke could be causing your migraines. Your booze could be causing your migraines. Your dehydration could be causing your migraines. But what happens is that is then creating a cascade of messages and reactions from the nervous system and then creating that into your physical body. So there aren't many people on the planet that will say that migraines can actually be reversed or healed, but I know they can. And I don't need a bunch of scientific data to say that it can or can't, because I have seen it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Now, the path of somebody that has chronic issues across the board, not even migraines, but migraines, for some people consider them to be a division under autoimmune. I wouldn't necessarily disagree. So when I see that there's chronic headaches, chronic pain, I'm also looking at like, ooh, what's happening in the gut? What's happening in the immune system? And how are these communicating? And then I go into, which is my, like X's and O's, emotionally and mentally, how are we? Like, what is creating what? That's what I get to determine on the table. Is this an emotional thing first? Is this a mental thing first? Is this a physical thing first? Is this neurological? Is this hormonal? Is this gut? We don't always know. But without addressing the brain and the spinal cord and the concept of regulation, I know nervous system regulation has a lot of, it's kind of a fad right now, and it's not a negative fad, but we're spending more time on finding tools that we can use when we're in a reactive state. So breath work, somatics, coaching and mentorship and all those things. But there's also the core of nervous system regulation. Nervous system is the brain and spinal cord. The core of nervous system regulation has to start there. So yes, movement changes our regulation, and creativity changes our regulation, and breath work and yoga, this all changes our regulation. Getting our heart to beat, like cardio or singing or dancing or jumping, like that's a tool for nervous system regulation. But the best foundational tool is to make sure you're adjusted. It has to start here. Everything else will work better when you start here. So I want to invite you, if you find yourself believing that there is not a cure for something, whatever you're dealing with, that could be migraines, that could be acid reflux, that could be infertility, that could be chronic low back pain because of an injury, that could be whiplash, that could be, a million things from top to bottom. If you find yourself believing that there is no cure, I really, really want you to listen to this again. I want to remind you that the body is brilliant, not broken, and it's just making decisions based on the past choices. And the longer we do that, the more we're considered chronic, right? Like the more other systems have been involved. So if your gut if you've had a sensitive gut for many years, and now all of a sudden it's more than sensitive, it's acute. And now you've noticed your mood is a little bit off, and your periods are a little bit off, or your testosterone, your libido is a little bit off. You can see this just morphs into something so big that even you don't know where to start. So then when you go to a doctor, they don't always know where to start either, because who knows where it started. But I will say, like, we have to start at the brain and the nervous system first. We have to start there, either before or as we're doing hormonal checks, before or as we're doing gut labs, before or while we're doing something else. We need to be seeing a chiropractor who prioritizes regulation of the system, prioritizes tone of the system, prioritizes healing of all of the systems. That has to be where we begin. So I invite you, chronic, acute, migraines, headaches, to visit us. Check out our website at htchiro.com. DM us, DM me, DM any of the docs, any of the team. We'll be able to help you. And if it's not our case to take on because it's really complex, we will be sure that we get you to the people who can start to heal. This is what it's all about. We're brilliant, not broken. And when we can own where we're at and recognize, like, okay, this is because of this and this and this and this, now we don't ever think outside of ourself doing the work, right? Like, there isn't such thing as no cure. How can there be? Like, how can there actually be no cure for something? I know that's maybe triggering, but I just don't believe there is no cure for anything. It's usually very complex in physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, purpose-wise, and energetics. And when we can master that, and we can see that, and we can trust that, and we start to trust our body again, that is really when things start to change. That's when you start to behave in alignment with who you desire to be, not who you're afraid of becoming. So Once again, Dr. Tiff, founder, owner of Healing Touch Chiropractic. Our number is 701-893-3150. Website is htchiro.com. I really look forward to being able to help you. I look forward to being able to possibly show you a different way and show possibilities that you never even thought about. So, mwah.